In a world increasingly shaped by geopolitical tensions and technological advancements, the dynamics surrounding China continue to be a focal point for global leaders. Following a series of high-profile discussions at the World Economic Forum in Davos, divergent views have emerged from key political figures regarding the West's approach to China. These perspectives not only reflect the complexities of international relations but also hint at the future trajectory of global economic policies. Former President Donald Trump's inner circle has presented a kaleidoscope of opinions on managing the relationship with China, each echoing different underlying philosophies. While some advisors advocate for a hardline stance emphasizing tariffs and economic sanctions, others suggest a more diplomatic approach arguing for engagement rather than confrontation. This ideological divide underscores the broader debate within the U.S. administration regarding how to navigate the challenges posed by China, which has rapidly expanded its influence across various sectors from technology to trade. At the same time, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen delivered a cautious but pointed speech at Davos, signaling a growing unease about China's aspirations on the world stage. "We need to ensure that our economic dependencies do not become vulnerabilities," she warned, highlighting the balance that Western nations must strike between cooperation and competition. This sentiment resonates with many leaders who perceive China not only as a trade partner but also as a strategic rival. The implications of these discussions are significant. The ongoing debate about how to handle China could shape international trade agreements and alliances in the years to come. For instance, Southeast Asian nations, while recognizing China's economic power, have shown a reluctance to submit to a Beijing-led regional order. This resistance reflects a desire for autonomy and the maintenance of a balance of power in the region, a sentiment echoed in various forums and discussions among Southeast Asian elites. Meanwhile, the discussions surrounding artificial intelligence (AI) have made their mark at the Davos summit, with experts like Ding emphasizing the dual-edged nature of AI technology. He likened its potential impact to that of Alibaba's cave, a treasure trove of possibilities that could yield both immense benefits and unforeseen consequences. The framing of AI as a Pandora's box resonates deeply, particularly in the context of regulatory discussions that are increasingly necessary as nations grapple with the ethical implications of technological advancements. As global leaders continue to navigate these complex waters, the need for a coherent strategy becomes ever more apparent. The future of U.S.-China relations, the impact of emerging technologies, and the evolving geopolitical landscape will undoubtedly shape not only the economic destinies of nations but also the fabric of international cooperation. As the world stands at this crossroads, the decisions made today will echo in the policies of tomorrow, highlighting the importance of thoughtful engagement and strategic foresight. The coming months will be critical in determining how these narratives unfold, particularly as nations seek to balance their interests in an increasingly interconnected yet fragmented global landscape. In a significant shift that could have lasting implications for China's economy, a growing number of young adults are adopting a frugal lifestyle, prioritizing savings over spending. This trend, noted particularly among millennials and Gen Z, has emerged against a backdrop of economic uncertainty, compelling these demographics to reassess their financial priorities. As a result, experts warn that this could pose risks to the broader economy, which is already grappling with slow growth and increasing consumer caution. Recent reports indicate that the savings rate among young Chinese adults has surged, with many opting to save rather than indulge in the consumerism that defined previous generations. This shift is not merely a personal choice, it is reflective of broader economic anxieties. Young people are feeling the pressure of job market instability and high living costs, which drives them to save more, explains Zhang Wei, an economist at a leading Beijing university. This behavior can be interpreted as a rational response to uncertain times, but it also raises concerns about the sustainability of economic growth. China's official growth targets have been met, yet many citizens report feeling worse off. Surveys reveal that dissatisfaction is widespread, with nearly 40% of respondents expressing concerns about their financial future. The juxtaposition of achieving macroeconomic benchmarks while individuals experience economic hardships illustrates a disconnect that could have serious ramifications for consumer spending, a key driver of economic vitality. The implications of a savings-heavy culture extend beyond personal finance. A decline in consumer spending could lead to reduced revenues for businesses, prompting a ripple effect throughout the economy. If young adults continue to prioritize saving, we could see a stagnation in economic growth, warns Lu Feng, a market analyst. This could discourage investment and lead to a cycle where businesses cut back on hiring and expansion, which only exacerbates the issue. Moreover, this frugality trend is occurring at a time when the government is encouraging consumption as part of its broader economic strategy. Policymakers have implemented various initiatives aimed at boosting consumer confidence, such as subsidies and tax breaks. However, the effectiveness of these measures remains to be seen, especially if the underlying fears driving the saving behavior persist. Despite the challenges, some analysts believe there could be a silver lining to this situation. The increased savings rate may lead to a more robust financial foundation for young adults in the long run. While the immediate impact on the economy may be concerning, a generation that is financially literate and prudent could contribute positively in the future, suggests Chen Li, a financial advisor in Shanghai. As China navigates these complexities, the interplay between consumer behavior and economic strategy will be crucial. The current trend among young adults to save more may reshape the landscape of China's economy, necessitating a re-evaluation of how growth is measured and achieved. Looking ahead, it is essential for both policymakers and businesses to adapt to this emerging reality. Fostering an environment where consumer confidence can be restored and sustainable growth can flourish. As the situation evolves, all eyes will be on how this generation's saving habits influence economic policies and market dynamics in the coming years. With the right strategies in place, there is potential for rejuvenation, but if the fears of this demographic remain unaddressed, the risks to economic stability could deepen. In the ever-evolving landscape of global politics, few regions have captured attention like Taiwan, especially in the context of its relationship with China. Recent discussions about Chinese President Xi Jinping's stance on Taiwan have ignited debates among analysts and policymakers alike. The question at the forefront is whether Xi will adopt a more aggressive approach toward Taiwan or if he will choose to pursue a strategy of dialogue and negotiation. As tensions simmer, the implications of these decisions could resonate far beyond the Taiwan Strait. China's increasing military activity around Taiwan has raised alarms, with reports indicating a surge in naval and aerial maneuvers. On January 21, 2025, Real Clear Defense published an article noting that the potential for Xi to escalate military pressure on Taiwan remains high. Analysts argue that Xi's approach is influenced by both domestic pressures and the geopolitical climate, which includes the United States' continued support for Taiwan. The situation is precarious. Xi must balance nationalistic sentiments at home while managing international relations, commented a prominent China expert. In addition to military considerations, Taiwan's strategic significance cannot be understated. The island is a critical hub for semiconductor production, which is vital to the global tech supply chain. Disruptions in this sector due to military conflict could have catastrophic effects on global markets. According to industry reports, Taiwan accounts for over 60% of the world's semiconductor production, making it a linchpin in the technology ecosystem. Simultaneously, developments in Myanmar have illustrated the complexities of regional power dynamics. As reported by ABC News and Newser, a ceasefire was brokered by China between the Myanmar military and ethnic rebel groups on January 20, 2025. This diplomatic maneuver underscores China's role as a regional power broker capable of influencing outcomes in neighboring countries. The implications of this ceasefire extend to Taiwan, as it may reflect China's broader strategy of consolidating its influence in Southeast Asia while managing its assertiveness toward Taiwan. In light of these developments, the international community is closely monitoring Xi's next moves. While some analysts express concern over potential military action, others advocate for a cautious approach, emphasizing the need for dialogue. A military confrontation would not only be disastrous for Taiwan but could also destabilize the entire region, warned a senior geopolitical analyst. As 2025 unfolds, the stakes remain high. Xi's decisions regarding Taiwan will significantly impact the geopolitical landscape, particularly in the context of US-China relations. The possibility of a diplomatic resolution exists, but as military posturing continues, the urgency for strategic dialogue becomes increasingly apparent. The world watches and waits, hoping that reason and restraint will prevail over aggression, paving the way for stability in a region rife with tension. In an inspiring fusion of technology and education, a teacher in China has harnessed the power of artificial intelligence AI to create personalized portraits for his students, igniting their imaginations and encouraging them to pursue their dreams. This innovative approach not only highlights the potential of AI in educational settings but also serves as a poignant reminder of the transformative impact that creative teaching methods can have on young minds. The teacher, whose identity remains undisclosed, began using AI to generate unique artistic representations of his pupils. Each portrait is tailored to reflect the individual traits and aspirations of the student, making the process both personal and engaging. I wanted to create something that would resonate with each child, something that would inspire them to think about their future and the possibilities that lie ahead, he explained. This initiative has quickly gained traction, with students expressing excitement and pride in their customized artworks. The portraits serve a dual purpose. They are not only artistic creations but also tools for self-reflection. As students gaze upon their likenesses, they are encouraged to articulate their dreams and ambitions. This practice fosters a sense of identity and purpose, essential components in a child's development. The teacher noted, when children see themselves represented in a way that is meaningful, it opens up conversations about who they are and what they want to achieve. The initiative comes at a time when educational institutions worldwide are exploring innovative ways to integrate technology into the learning experience. AI, often seen as a tool for efficiency, is now being recognized for its potential to enhance creativity and personal expression. By employing AI in such a thoughtful manner, this teacher is setting a precedent for future educators looking to adopt similar strategies. Furthermore, the initiative has sparked interest beyond the classroom. Parents and community members have taken notice of the positive changes in children's attitudes towards their education. Many have reported a newfound enthusiasm for learning, as students are more willing to engage with their studies when they feel their individual identities and aspirations are acknowledged. However, the use of AI in education also raises important questions about privacy and data security. As schools increasingly rely on technology to personalize learning experiences, the protection of student information must remain a top priority. The teacher is keenly aware of these concerns and emphasizes the importance of ensuring that any data collected during the portrait creation process is handled responsibly. Looking ahead, this innovative approach to education could pave the way for broader applications of AI in schools. As educators continue to experiment with technology, the potential for AI to foster creativity and personal growth among students will likely expand. More educators may follow suit, exploring how AI can be used to make learning experiences more engaging and relevant. In summary, the use of AI to create personalized portraits for students by a forward-thinking teacher in China illustrates the powerful intersection of technology and education. By inspiring young learners to dream big, this initiative not only enhances individual self-esteem but also promotes a culture of creativity and ambition that could shape the next generation of innovators. As we move forward, the integration of AI in educational settings will undoubtedly continue to evolve, offering exciting possibilities for enhancing learning and personal development.